Thank you for hanging out with me today. I just got back from the Odyssey.
Ooh.
I've been fat daddied. I did it hard. 70 millimeter, IMAX, Universal. Fucking went hard.
That sounds beautiful. I saw it in the one where the chairs shake.
Oh, the 4DX.
The 4DX, because it was the only one that was like at the time available. But I think it was the perfect way to see it because you're in the boat.
I was in the movie. I was in the third row, all the way to the right.
Yeah.
All the way just down, like laying on top of Julie, waiting for the movie to start. And it was wild. It was so much fun.
There's no CGI.
Mm-hmm. I saw more than you.
I saw more than
you. I saw more than you. I
but
saw the
whenever
tops.
they did the thing, whenever they did the arrows, like you could feel it goes. Whoosh.
Yeah.
And whenever
so you felt more than
when
me.
she's grinding up the lotus flower, perfume was pumped into the
So
theater.
you smelled and felt more than me. But
it was a funny way to see it. You could see it like how you did was more classical.
I saw it like a Cyclops.
Right.
And it was a blast. I can't wait to get more into it. But today, you're joining the brighter side. I'm Ed Larson. That's Amber Nelson. And joining us, as always, is Ashley McRoberts.
Hi.
I guess not as always, but as usual.
As usual.
As today.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to talk about the Mondays. Mondays have historically been a little bit tragic. The Wall Street crashed on a Monday. COVID had a big chunk of boom, like with the oil prices going down. That Monday was when we were like, oh, fuck, the virus is here. And this Monday, I went to a bar. And I talked to a couple creepy men, and I decided no more bars for me. So today we're going to talk about the case of the Mondays, and we're going to get it out. We're going to have fun. Welcome to the brighter side.
Here's what I think about the bar thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think not no more bars, better bars.
Yeah.
And not just better
Better
bars. I'm going to have to say, I want this for you. And I think, we need to really get into this. I need you to step away from well liquor. I know.
Wow.
I like the cheap.
You can do it. You can do it.
I like the cheap $8 vodka soda.
I know, but
And I want you
imagine
to-
having solid shits again.
I have great shit. I like knowing that if I lit a cigarette, I could blow up. You know?
I have
could
great
blow up.
shits. Amber Nelson.
Yeah, I think it is this one particular bar. It's right off Hollywood Boulevard, and it's just I think I'm just over the two different guys were like, I am the inventor of Wikipedia, and I started Sprouts.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, what a wonderful liars. I'm
The
surrounded
cheaper
by.
the bar, the bigger the lies.
Yes. Yes.
At a nice rooftop bar, those guys will tell you about their real jobs.
Yeah.
You're right. Because I
true.
sat next to one guy who was just lame as fuck. And to the point where I just left. I did an Irish goodbye. Because
Yeah.
he was like, I don't know. Life's just been hard lately. And I tried to offer some hey, but here's the glass half full. And he, no. And I was like, I gotta fucking go. Bye.
You know what it is? It's the bar. You go into a better bar, you're going to go less.
Yeah.
You're going to drink less because you're spending more.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a better, more exclusive time.
Eddie's right. Exclusive, nice bars.
And then it's also, it's going to make you healthier. I really believe this. I think this is going to be a big change in your life.
There's one by us. I'm not going to say where it was because I don't want to dox the theater, but I'm going to go there maybe after today.
Okay.
It's got pastrami sandwiches.
All right, I'll go. I will say LA pastrami doesn't really make me as happy as New York pastrami.
They're trying. It's like a homeschool kid learning how to cheerlead, how to dance.
Have you noticed, it's like pastrami's on the sign everywhere around here. What is the deal with it? Why does that try? What? It's not a pastrami town, but they pretend to be.
Yeah, they're trying to be New York. It's like bagels.
Yes.
Everybody has a bagel. And what are we doing with the East Coast situations? Stick with the sushi, stick with the smoothies. Let's have a good time at the workout center, and then go home and have smoke weed.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having a pastrami not at Cat's Deli. That's the only place I've ever had a pastrami. It's the only place I want a pastrami from. Can we get back to the bar thing for a second?
You're truly pure.
I'm a virgin pastrami gal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would mean I would never had a pastrami, but I've never had a bad pastrami. How about that? Yeah. Okay, this is my bar thing. Ed, I've been trying to get Amber to watch Sinners for about 3 weeks now. A movie I think she'd love.
It's on HBO. You have my password.
I know. I keep telling her it's on HBO. You have Ed's password.
Do you like From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
It's just like that, but classy.
Ooh, so it's like Dusk Till Dawn. It's
but you get culture.
It's like a
real
bar
culture.
on Hollywood Boulevard.
Way less rape.
Okay.
Wait, I know how much you.
Out of the way.
I'm trying to talk her into it, okay?
Yeah. And Sinners is like a hotel rooftop bar, right? Okay.
Well, I was like, Amber, you gotta watch Sinners tonight, and she was like, okay, but I am thinking of going to this bar in the neighborhood after this, so I think give that up and watch Sinners.
Yeah. Cultured, we'll be able to talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
It's like you're working without working.
Right.
I think you'll love it. I'm excited. I want to discuss things with you about it.
You have been pressuring me.
I know.
This is
I'm really
peer pressure.
I'm really. I've crossed the line, honestly. How much I bring it up.
I think Ashley and I have heard every bar story you can tell.
And then this guy, and he wouldn't let me speak.
Yeah. So the reason we want to talk about Mondays is we're going to change.
Yeah.
I hate change. I'm dealing with this emotionally, and we talked about this before we started recording. I fucking hate change. Drives me crazy. But Brighter Side's on Fridays, and like every podcast comes out on Friday.
And plus, we're like a positivity podcast. You want to start your week off right.
Yeah, and everyone hates Mondays.
Right.
So Brighter Side is officially moving to Mondays, and then our first episode is called Mondays.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
Garfield hates Mondays. He's a
does.
cat. It doesn't even work.
Yeah, what does he hate Mondays for?
yeah.
You know what? I looked into this. I was like, why does he hate Mondays so much? He doesn't have to go to school. He doesn't have a job. In fact, you would think Mondays would be his favorite day because John finally leaves the house and he can watch TV. Turns out, originally in the comic strip, he hated Mondays because he was constantly getting physically hurt on Mondays.
What?
Yeah, and then they just kind of phased that out and they just kept it to I hate Mondays.
Oh,
So
I
he
thought
was
it was
like-
more I hate Mondays because John's gone, but it's not that.
No,
Was it like animal
originally,
abuse?
no, kind of like he would try and open the blinds and get caught in the blinds and stuff like that. That it was like
I've seen those images.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Mondays were like physical pain days for Garfield. But they phased that out in the late 70s. And then they were just like, you know what? Everyone hates Mondays. He doesn't need a reason why.
Right.
It'll
and the
just
70s,
be his phrase.
70s were kind of fucked up.
Yeah. So were the 80s, 90s, aughts, and today.
It was like watching The Odyssey today made me think of the 90s.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it's always like war and peacetime, and I feel like we're in a weird kind of wartime right now. And I know there was like Operation Desert Storm in the 90s, but I feel like from like 89 to like 97, everyone was just kind of chilling. And we were all just
Yeah.
kind of happy. The country was prospering, like, and everyone was just like, and the art was fine. You know, I feel like that's the art suffers when everyone's happy. I feel like, but that's a concession I'm willing to make. And but there was good movies and good music. You
High
got your
fidelity.
Soundgarden shirt
Yeah,
on.
great
you know?
music, great movies. You know what? We also had the Berlin Wall fell.
That's
And so
89.
kicked it
That's
out.
exactly
Yeah.
why I said 89.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
that kicked off like a time of like hope and prosperity and progress, which really sort of encapsulates the 90s, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This idea of like we're moving forward.
Yeah, for like just a couple of years, we were actually friends with Russia. Isn't that crazy? For just a little bit during our lives.
God.
That's how we knew Russia. We didn't hate Russia when we were kids.
One might
we knew
say-
not to trust them. But
Yeah, one might say the government is friends with Russia now. You
oh
know?
well, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't even trust our own government. Now we're in so deep, and it's very wartime. But brighter side.
Brighter side.
Oh, the brighter side of war?
No, I guess so. Sure, why not?
It's
What
better
else are we doing?
music.
Yep, definitely better music.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's put a pin in that because we're going to talk about the Vietnam War in a couple weeks,
Yes.
and that's going to be Amber and
All
I.
along the watchtower.
Yeah, Amber and I decided that's going to be our next episode.
I saw
Oh,
Platoon.
wow.
No, I haven't seen Sinners, but I did see Platoon. It's a movie from the 70s. And it blew my mind. And I had to speak to Adam and Ed because they're
Yeah.
the movie buffs of my friends. And they were just like, yeah, the movie's crazy.
and honestly, brighter side of that, I immediately went online and bought the Platoon 4K.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so excited.
You're going to get shot in the head.
Oh my! I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be part
Wow.
of it, man.
Yourself.
You're gonna
coming
smell
for
it.
us. Yeah. Yeah. I watched Hamburger Hill. That's another Vietnam movie. Had a good time watching that. I used to watch Vietnam movies all the time when I was a kid.
Just Forrest Gump over and over again.
Honestly, I saw Forrest Gump like 4 times in the theater.
It's my favorite Vietnam movie.
It's the nicest one.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's only a little piece of it.
Yeah. It's just
Right,
a little
right.
part
So
of the
I
story.
ruined
Yeah.
yo smoking out of the shotgun party.
Your Black Panther party. Because the smoking of the shotgun, it was in Platoon, and I did that.
You smoked weed out of a shotgun?
Yeah. In college, because we were like into like violence and war movies and stuff, and so like, and then we bought a shotgun because we needed to protect our drugs, and then we were like, hey, let's do the platoon thing, and then we all smoked out of a shotgun, and then we took it up a notch, and we bought a gas mask that was attached to a bong.
I remember those.
That was special.
Yes.
So when you smoke weed out of a shotgun, you obviously have to check that there's no bullets in there.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
first thing you do.
And then,
First, right out, right. Don't even roll the blunt. Don't even.
don't even. And how does it work? So like you kunk, and then it's like a double barrel.
There's certain ways you can do it.
And then I blow the weed, and then you out of the other end.
You ever give someone a shot? Now take the image of a shotgun out of your head,
Yeah.
and then now remember giving people a shotgun with weed.
Yeah.
And you put the blunt in backwards, and then you blow out. Remember that?
So I'm on the lit end.
The cherry goes inside of your mouth. You shut your lips, and then you blow, and then smoke just starts firing out of the blunt.
Okay.
Do you remember when people used to do that? It was a way we would like get close to each other's mouths back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Before we,
It was flirting.
Yeah, it was a way. It's South Florida flirting. That's because you all were decent, right, in high school?
Not me.
Oh,
I know
okay.
exactly what you're talking about. And we would take.
No, I never did that.
You
I
ever
don't know.
take
I'm a
the
good Christian
hat?
girl.
You ever take the hat and cup it around the face, and the
Oh,
person blow the
yeah.
shotgun straight into the hat? So you're
What?
just inhaling like a
Hat
hat
hits.
full of.
We call them hat heads. We had
yeah.
wombats. We invented the wombat, I believe.
Oh.
Which, well, we didn't invent it. We invented the name. It was basically, we learned it from Chris Farley in the beginning of Tommy Boy during the college party. He takes like a big hit of weed when he's upside down. We started doing that. We called them wombats. And that was a lot of fun. But people shouldn't do this. Because
No.
I'm very lucky I got out of there alive. Wall hits.
Same, yeah.
You take a big hit of weed and they just hold onto your chest.
Thank God they invented Snapchat, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
because we
got to
were
film
just
it.
choking each other out.
It is interesting. Like everything about social media is awful, but everything we just said sounds worse.
Yeah, it really does. And now kids are like, I'm going to just post on Snap.
Yeah, shotgunning weed out of a shotgun.
You know-
So let's go back to that just for like a couple
No,
seconds.
absolutely. I
so
love
you
this.
so there's how a shotgun works is like a double barrel, and then
One barrel. We
One
use
barrel
a single
shotgun.
barrel Mossberg shotgun with a pistol grip.
Okay.
All right. And then make sure
And
it's
then
not
this.
loaded. Roll the blunt. Spark the blunt. Put the mouth end of the blunt into the shotgun. Blow. You have the shotgun's double meaning right now.
Yeah.
All right. So shotgun is an actual shotgun. Then shotgun's also the blunt style of smoking. So the cherry's in my mouth. I'm blowing into the shotgun, and then where you load in the shells, someone's other's mouth would be there, and they would suck out the. And I'll tell you what. You know who liked it most? The ladies. The ladies. They would always be like, no. Like, I want another one. I want another one.
Ed's a feminist ally. All the girls want to shoot smoke out of a shotgun.
Girls love power.
Yeah. Annie, get your joint.
But yeah, no, don't do that. Don't own a shotgun. That's the easiest
Yeah.
way to not do that.
But how are we going to protect ourselves against the drones?
That's a
Because
great
they are
point.
coming.
They're here.
Do you think a shotgun will protect you against the drones?
If they get close enough. I think
Yeah.
your best
So, yeah.
option is a shotgun.
But like,
Because they
have
spread.
it feels like they're an onslaught. Like it just feels like you could hold them off for a little bit. They feel like zombies.
If
you
there
know, like
are
you can hold them off for a while, but
you can take out a surveillance drone with a shotgun. If it's an attack drone, don't even, just
lay
give up.
down. Yeah.
Just put the white flag up. You don't
Yeah.
have a chance.
Right. I've seen videos of that of people like overseas and the drone. It can also see you if it's like heat.
Yeah, you never see the drone.
Yeah.
If
you
it's
just
here
hear,
to kill you, you never see it.
That's the
Wow.
last thing you hear.
If you see the drone, it's some jerk off who lives next door flying his drone around. That's what that is.
Right.
You know.
Do you think drone warfare to soldiers is like women taking self-defense classes?
Mondays.
Oh, I got the Monday blues.
Yeah, no, I can
Like
see
you practice and you try and you work, and then it's
Yeah.
like some bloated fucking kid who just like
I think that
I don't
unless a woman goes into drone operating as a career, they probably could give a shit about it, and that's just what I think. Would you? How much do you want a drone?
I don't want a drone. I don't want a drone.
Don't care at all.
Don't care at all.
There's no reason for it. Do you want a drone?
Maybe.
Probably. But you want everything. You love guns and all that
I
stuff.
do love it, but I don't have any. That's the thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a big hypocrite. I went to an indoor range and I hated it.
But you want to go back.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah.
I want to like learn how to defend myself and not be like a helpless, weak person.
Right.
You're not, though.
Can you drive stick? I think everybody should be able to drive stick and shoot a gun. If
Let's
you can do
start
those two things,
by
I think
driving
you're fine.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just if like the world's burned out
Yeah.
and there's a truck with a stick shift and I got to drive it away.
Exactly. I think you're more likely to be in a situation where you need to drive stick than you are to be in a situation where you need to shoot a gun.
Okay.
Personally, I think in a doomsday scenario, I
Okay.
think that's most likely.
I think that, gun can wait. For
Gun can
sure.
wait.
I think that if you have a gun
Amber
in your
goes
house.
straight to gun.
Yeah.
No, but I'm a coward. They smell bad and the sounds are loud.
Well,
They are loud, yeah.
but everything you just said makes me realize that you're going to be really bad at using that gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So I think having the gun, someone's just going to take it and use it against you.
I'm going to shoot myself in the foot.
Don't
I
get
Like
a
think
I
gun.
know
you're better
it.
off with like a billy club. I think you're a close combat lady.
Okay.
Because you're taking these boxing classes, you're learning, you're
I'm not
bobbing, you're
good.
weaving. Yeah, good's got nothing to do with it. It's
Okay.
passion.
I'm not good at
The
all.
best fighter in the world will lose to someone who's willing to hit him in the head with a brick.
Okay.
Hey, look at that on the shirt. That's good. That's some good advice.
Mondays.
That's some Monday motivation.
Monday motivation.
Yeah.
So what did y'all learn about Mondays? Ash, how about you?
Okay, I got a couple of things I want to talk about with Mondays. First off, I do have a theory, and it's a little out there, but I do want to get into it. And I'm going to just start off with my theory. Okay, This is Ashley has a theory. I thought I started off just researching Mondays, finding out all about it. And what did I learn? We all hate them,
Yes.
right? And there's something that
I'm indifferent.
There's something that felt, okay, you're indifferent, but American culture in general seems to have this idea that Mondays are bad.
We're 9 to 5. Capitalism.
We
late
work
stage
too hard,
capitalism.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monday's the start of the work week. Ask an African tribe, what do you think about Mondays? They'll be like, Monday? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And that's what I want to talk about, the patriarchy.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Because I started looking into it and I saw the language we used around it, like coffee companies being like, conquer Mondays.
Rape Wednesday.
Yes. And the more you look into Mondays, we all know, okay,
Hump day.
Mondays, do we know what the name Hump Day? Mondays, we know the name. What is it? We know it comes from, what it means is Moon Day,
Moon
right?
Day, that's
Moon
right, yes, it
Day.
is.
And we know in Spanish, Mondays is...
Lunes?
Exactly, which is lunar. So everything relates in our world, in American culture, which historians would say that, modern American culture is a descendant of the Greco-Roman civilization, correct?
Yes. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're manifest destiny.
Exactly. And so when you look at that and you look at what Monday is based off of, it's based off of the moon goddess, okay?
All
And so
right.
it's based off cycles, the idea of fertility, the idea of schedules, the idea of abundance. And so it just seems like a little too easy that America hates the day embodied by the female form, the divine, the feminine divine, Mondays.
Wow. I can get into this.
Yeah.
That's
so-
a good theory.
Thank you. I asked the internet if anyone's ever talked about. I was like, "Is this a theory that people are talking about?" And the internet was like, "No." It's like, but it feels like something because the language we use around Mondays again, right? Like conquering Mondays, feeling like scared of Mondays, Sunday Scaries, right? Feeling like Mondays are something we need to control, something we fear. Even the fact that the most successful thing that's ever happened on a Monday is super masculine football Mondays, right?
What, Monday
I thought
Night
it was
Football?
Sunday.
Monday Night Football.
Sunday football, right?
Monday Night Football.
Well, there's Sunday is all of football, and then
Yeah.
there's one special game, Monday night.
Monday Night Football. The only
Yeah.
reason anyone's ever liked a Monday.
Yes.
Monday Night
Really?
Football. Yeah, it's very. You
Every
remember
Monday. You don't know that
Monday?
exists? All the time you spend in
Oh
these
my
bars?
gosh.
No.
That's the first thing you got to bring up at a bar.
Is football on Mondays?
Yeah, they all want to
Are
talk
you
about.
ready for some football? A Monday night party. It's
Oh
a big
my
song.
gosh.
Did I
It's
just
huge.
Did I like go to sleep and wake up in another dimension?
Yes, because that was even on normal television.
Yeah, it's
you didn't
ABC
even need
Sports.
cable for that. Well, now it's on ESPN,
Now it's on ESPN.
which
Okay.
is
but when we
ABC.
were kids, it was for the people, right?
Yes.
It was on basic cable.
it
Monday
was
Night
for the
Football.
people. Well, it was for the NFL to make more money.
Yeah,
and
ultimately
spread it
for
around.
them.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, we take this thing, this masculine thing, football, and we put it on Monday to be like, hey, look, it's not so bad. You know,
Yeah.
So
we
should we-
made women better.
Should we have like hot bath Monday. Like Monday
I
night,
love this.
we draw a
Yes,
hot bath
yes.
and light a candle.
Yes, and there's like, if you go back into sort of European folklore, there are these ideas that witches are more powerful on Mondays because it's like ruled by the moon, right?
Oh.
So it's like all of this sort of feminine stuff is tied to Mondays.
It's also-
historically
Not just that, women are so organized.
exactly.
They're very organized. And what
Women are-
day do you need to do all your organizing? Monday.
Yeah.
You got to prepare for the rest of the week.
Yes, Mondays represent schedules. Like I said, schedules, fertility, routine,
Yeah.
the divine feminine.
Interesting. Also, 13. It used to be a very lucky number. That was the 13th steps in Egypt, ancient Egypt, was like led you to heaven, and it was also considered a very feminine number. And then whenever the boys in England started taking over and writing the Bible, they decided 13 was unlucky. But it's a very feminine, wise, heavenly number.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is very feminine. It's like boobs on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is boobs on a stick. That's a really good point. I never thought about that.
Could be a tush.
Yeah,
I'm
I think,
going boobs.
You know what? Like the Taylor Swift is gay contingent would get really into this.
What
The
is
13.
this?
What?
You know, like the secret, like Taylor Swift is a lesbian.
She's a lesbian?
Oh,
there's
God.
like-
Give me a reason to like her.
There's like Gaylor is like a whole sort of community online of people who believe she's like secretly a lesbian.
I think they want her to be a lesbian, though.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Well, I mean, I think she, like, you know, she would be. I think she'd be more interesting, honestly, if she was a lesbian.
She'd sell less
personally.
records.
Yeah, she would.
Right. Is Adam looking that up very swiftly?
Yeah. How gay is Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift eating out another woman.
Hey, it's right here. Oh, I didn't know about that Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah, and 13's her number. So
13's
you
her
saying
number.
boobs on a stick, I'm sure the Gaylor community would love that.
Oh, man. I mean, if she is gay, that would be kind of upsetting.
I would feel bad for her for not being able to come out, like feel like she can't
Well, that
come
means
out.
she cares more about money than her own happiness.
Yes.
Right.
That's what that would mean.
Yeah.
You know, if she's just an all power for everyone type of deal, then, you know, good for you.
Yeah.
You know, but if you are seriously hiding what you are just to make money, that sucks.
That's living in a
that is
prison.
If you're
sad.
scared
That's
to
a
come out
death.
to your family, that's one thing. I kind of understand that. I wish they wouldn't, and families need to be better at that. But if you're hiding it just to make money, ugh.
Yeah.
Elton John did that for so long.
Really? But that's also like saying, I think it says more to the world taste and how what we fear and the parameters we've been raised in. Like I was talking to Adam earlier about, I think somebody mentioned Dylan Mulvaney again. It was like a high person in power. And I was like,
Trump.
yes. And I was like, I forgot about Dylan Mulvaney.
Meanwhile, fucking Bud Light sponsored the fight on the White House lawn, and he's still, and then he it shows how dementia ridden he is. He's
Yeah.
like, they're on his side now. They like,
I don't get it.
It's like,
They're like
they joined your
obsessed.
side. They gave you a bunch of money. You're not supposed to make fun of him anymore.
Right. It's because this person is free. This person is free, and the people that are not free are very angry about it. So that's why there's probably a lot of artists and musicians that are on the queer spectrum, and then they can't come out because a lot of other people are on a queer spectrum, and they feel like I can't say that about myself. I can't learn that about myself. So I'm just
yeah.
going to hate trans people.
Because it's scary again.
Yeah.
It was cool for a while. Going back to the 90s, no one gave a fuck if you were gay.
Yeah.
Republican, Democrat, no one
It
cared.
just wasn't like talked about.
Yeah.
Well, I think people cared. I mean, people still couldn't they weren't able to get legally married.
And
in
I
the
know gay
90s.
marriage was coming out.
Yeah, that was like
You're
a
right.
big topic that was being discussed. And then I think that just recently people had started to care about AIDS.
Yes.
Right. And my
Yeah.
brother, who's gay, he's an older brother, we were talking about gay bars, and he said, I would not like it if a straight person came into a gay bar because this is our only community space, and you can go anywhere you want. Why are you coming here? He also said, this
That's
was
right.
in the 90s.
I agree with that, by the way.
Yeah.
You have to be invited by like not just one person, but like by a crew.
Yeah.
Like everyone has, it's like same thing like going to the barbecue. You know, being a white guy and just showing up, it's like you're invading their space.
Yeah.
And so you have to make sure everyone's down with you being there before you show up, because truth is, we've been bad for so long.
They don't know if I'm going
though-
to ruin the time.
Even though I know I'm good, doesn't mean that I should fucking put myself in there.
Exactly.
But when it comes to wonderful jazz concerts, I buy my ticket and I show up and I tip well and I'm polite.
Well, it's different. You're buying a ticket. Right.
and I compliment the artist.
I sit there politely and I clap.
It's one of those things like we'll be like, I love that kind of stuff. I'm really into hip hop culture, into jazz culture. And then, so I'm always inserting Julie and I into these places where, white people just aren't at. And every time like something pops off or anything goes different, I'm like, this is not our space. Mm-hmm. We are here as guests and we will act as so.
And, and you're supporting the arts.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
tipping
You're
well.
putting your money into the system that you appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys want to hear some Monday facts?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Mondays are the biggest coffee day. So coffee consumption tends to peak on Monday mornings,
I
with
see
many
that.
coffee shops reporting Monday as their busiest weekday. Makes sense.
Yeah, I could see people who don't want to drink coffee but are scared to get up. They would want to drink. They would, take the weekend off of coffee.
Right.
I do that with lion's mane.
Yeah.
I take lion's mane every day, but I take an extra one every day I'm working because I know I want my brain to be firing a little better.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I don't take it at all on the weekends to give my brain a rest.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like I did as a child with Ritalin.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
I thought you were going to say Flintstones vitamins, but no, Ritalin.
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't have Ritalin on the weekends because it was like, you just need that for school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could just go play outside.
Yeah, you could dream.
I don't know
Weekends
if I'm
were for
correct
dreaming.
on that, but it's something I do for me. And I could see the coffee being the same
Yeah,
way.
absolutely.
I pound coffee every goddamn
Oh, I
day.
gotta
I
have a
love it
pot.
with all my heart.
Yeah, every day.
I just chugged an iced coffee after I drank a hot coffee, but after my other hot coffee. Oh, yes.
And then
the
I had a
Odyssey
shot
at
of
10
coffee
a.m. You
and
need
then-
a couple. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour-long movie.
Jeez Louise.
2 hours in 40 minutes. Not to be a dickhead.
Maybe 3-hour when the seat says this.
Oh, yeah.
The seats also do this. They poke you in the butt.
Oh, it's supposed to be Spears?
Yeah. And Adam and I were looking at movies coming out. I think would it be funny if Passion of the Christ came out?
Oh,
and,
my
like, you sat in
God.
one of those-
4DX
God.
Passion of the Christ.
Oh, Jesus. Blood's getting splattered on you.
Crown of Thorns gets lowered.
All right, Adam.
Okay, you ready for another fact?
Yeah.
Wash my feet.
Okay. This is kind of like one of those things where they can't prove it. It is the caveat is maybe. Heart attack risk may be about 10 to 20% higher because several studies have found that heart attacks occur roughly 10 to 20% more often on Mondays than any other weekday.
I read the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And I believe it.
I believe it
I think
too.
because you're stressed out about the work week. You just took some
Exactly.
time off. You're dreading going back. It all is work. America, like if you're listening overseas, good for you. But like America, we work our friggin' asses off, and it's not a pro worker society.
No.
it's a pro employer society.
I wish we should have Monday off because say I used to work 9 to 5 in an office, 2 days off is not enough because you've got to do laundry, you've got to meal prep, you've got to call your family,
Or at least one a month
work out.
would be
Really,
even fine.
one a month, you get an extra Monday off.
Yeah.
would be wonderful.
Monday is my favorite day to have off. I love if I can schedule myself. Right now, we never do anything on Mondays. I have my meeting for the week at 11 a.m. And then after that, nothing. Then Monday is just, I get ready for the week. I am working, I guess, but I'm not intense. I'm not recording.
Preparing.
I'm researching. I'm doing that kind of stuff on Mondays.
Well, it's funny that you mention that because here's another little fun Monday fact. Okay.
Fun
the
day.
idea that we're working on Mondays is a pretty recent established thing. In the Middle Ages, up until the 18th and 19th century, up until the Industrial Revolution.
Oh.
And her consequences.
And her consequences. Most people took Monday off, and it was known as Saint Monday. And it was because Sunday was this religious holiday where you were supposed to spend the day doing religious stuff, and maybe you would stay up at night kind of drinking or having a big meal with your family, that employers pretty much expected people to not come in on Mondays.
At least come in late.
At least come in late. So there was something called Saint Monday, and it was this idea that most people took Mondays off. And then that was just sort of accepted and expected until, of course, Industrial Revolution. So you're onto something, feeling like you should have Monday off.
Yeah.
Because also getting back to the even origin of the name, once again, named after the moon goddess, the Roman moon goddess. So the idea of sleep, of renewal, of rest coming through the moon.
Yeah. I like that a lot of businesses are closed on Mondays. I always it pisses me off as much as I respect it.
Like a lot of restaurants.
Yeah.
When I visited Germany, everybody said things are going to be closed on Sundays. Sunday's the Lord's Day for them. You're not going to get a coffee. You're not going to get a pastry. It's all closed. And I was just so used to living in America. I'm like, it'll be open. I remember just wandering around Baden-Baden, just being like, starving. Just be like, no coffee?
No pretzels?
No pretzels? No schnitzel? What do you mean?
Where's the sausage?
Right. Every single person was like, get it together Saturday night. And I didn't.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And there was like no even like corner stores or nothing. See, I always like, here's the capitalist in me.
Open one
Take
up.
Monday off, work your ass off on Sunday when everyone needs you.
Right.
Make that fucking money.
Yeah.
And then like chill hard on Monday.
Right. Write a letter to Chick-fil-A because I'm
Yeah.
so tired of them being off on Sunday.
You know,
Their food is mid.
it's definitely
Sorry. That's okay.
you're allowed to have
I
any
haven't
opinion you want.
actually had Chick-fil-A in Los Angeles. I've only had it in the South. It's homeland. So I've only had it how it's meant to be cooked by
Interesting.
Southerners.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it's like in Los Angeles.
Last I had it, it gave me diarrhea for days.
Oh my
really?
god.
And this was before the vegetable
that
diarrhea.
was before the parasite?
Yeah, this is the OG, just something about it.
Something ain't
Just
right.
regular poo-poo.
Just right.
It could be the well liquor.
And you did say you had great shits at the beginning of the
Yeah, great
episode.
shits. Pretty regular, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's right on the money. Three's fine.
Is 3 fine?
I could do. I mean, 2 is preferred, but sometimes
Okay.
I go 3. Sometimes I go 4.
Sometimes it depends on
Wow.
like my diet and what I've had the day before, but about 2 or 3.
Oh my god! If
I'm
I
okay.
if I had 4 shits in a
Adam's
day, I'd
laughing
be
because
worried.
he's a 6-time-a-day shitter.
I have one nice big healthy one right in the morning, boom,
Yeah.
and then maybe like a little one later down the afternoon.
Yeah, I drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah,
And
it's
so
the
I think that's
coffee.
got a lot to do with the amount that I poo-poo. Man, but I love pooping at the office. Nothing to really get my head together, like a little break. And it's, you feel it warming up and you're
Yeah.
working and you're just like, oh, okay. I'm going to finish this paragraph. And you reward yourself with a poo-poo.
That's right, and it's on it's on the clock.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing like a poo poo on the clock.
Shitting at the office. And write into thebrightersidelpn@gmail.com. Where do you like to take a shit? There's a guy with IBS who he does an Instagram page and he talks about where to go take shits, specifically in Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Obviously,
yeah,
the
gotta-
tiki room.
That's the best bathroom on premise.
And then
Really?
the hotels, I mean, they're going to be your second best. But
My favorite is Tom Sawyer's Island because
I've never
nobody.
been there.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yes.
let's go today.
Is Tom Sawyer, he also has his friend named Jim, that he has a word in front of it, right?
That's
That's
right.
how Jim introduces himself. It was a different time.
Okay,
Yeah.
different
Yes, and Huck Finn was all in on it too. It wasn't like Tom Sawyer chose the name for Jim.
Right.
Society did.
Society did.
And
okay.
then they took the word out of the books when I was a kid. They took the word out of the books. And then, because I remember we had to read it in 4th grade. And I remember they took the word out of the books in the new copies. And I remember the old copies. So some kids in the class had old copies and they still had the
Yeah.
word in it. And the new copy has had man, it's so crazy how things get changed. And I think it's for the better. You know, as society changes, it's like the same reason we don't use the R word anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's
But-
technically was like a scientific thing back in the day, but
Yeah.
then like once you start using it to make
Things
fun of
change.
people, it's no longer scientific.
I don't think we should use. I don't think it should be taken out of the text because I think it is a direct reflection of the time it was created in, and so therefore to edit it, go back in time and edit it is to sort of rewrite history. I don't think we use it now, but I don't think we change what's already
Yeah,
happened.
you're not
Well,
going
let
to
me-
make your students read from the text.
Well, let me-
stand up and read.
Yeah.
Let me correct what I said then, because the word wasn't out; it was like and a bunch of stars.
Oh, okay. So it still had it there. Great,
it had it
great,
still
great,
there,
great.
but
Yeah.
it didn't want us like getting comfortable saying it.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, how do you feel about Disney movies when they do that? And
When
go
they
back
took
in
the
and take
butt out of Splash, that is Daryl Hannah is the finest little tushy, and they took it out of Splash. She's a mermaid who got a butt for the first time. What are we doing here?
What are
Let
we
her
doing?
run into the water. I want to see it. She's having a great fucking time.
Yeah.
You know, so that bothered me.
That's
that
beautiful,
bothered me.
man.
But yeah, no, I don't like censoring. But also, I understand.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
don't have
struggle with the
kids.
Disney one because it's for children. children. So if
Yeah.
you take out like racist imagery in like Peter Pan or the Aristocats or something like that, that's for kids.
What'd they take out of Aristocats?
Some Siamese cats.
Oh, I
Shout
thought
out,
that was
yeah.
Lady and the Tramp.
I
we are
think there's
Siamese,
music
if you
cats
please.
in the jazz scene where they're all
when they're playing with the
They're playing
chopsticks
with
and
the
stuff.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
They took that out?
I think so, in like Disney Plus now. I know
Yeah.
that the Peter
Oh.
Pan scenes have definitely been taken out.
But yet they're still in the ride.
Yeah, they're still on the
Interesting.
ride.
It's like how
They're
much
still on the
it's like
ride.
weird. It's like, I could just cut it out of this.
Yeah.
But the time when it's most influential, we'll keep it in.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of like cutting things out, maybe not pertain to Mondays, but whatever. So I like going to around California at the different missions to see. There was a guy that he made it so you could walk to each mission, so you had a place to sleep at night all
Okay.
along the California coast. And these are like early Americana. I mean, this was even done before people were landing on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, no, it's like 1600s.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Spain
Yeah,
came
yeah,
up
yeah,
and they
yeah.
just like did a whole number on this West
Yes,
Coast.
they did.
So there was one place I went to, and it was pristinely kept up from the late 1600s, and they had this painting, and it was an old painting, and they said, well, this is where the indigenous people came, and they just wanted to come and work. Isn't it fun? They just wanted to come and work, and
Oh my God.
this is where they slept, and this is where they lived, and unfortunately, the building, it's not here anymore. Meanwhile, like where the monks lived is pristine.
Yeah.
And I looked at where the building that just happened to not be here anymore and just like edited out. And I was like, that looks like Dachau. It looked just like, and I've been to Dachau, like
Yeah.
the layout of it. I was like, this
We've
is
seen
not.
it.
Sorry,
We seen it.
we seen it.
Yeah.
And then looked into like, I looked into Dachau and I looked into the Mustache Man. Come to find out, he looked at how we treated the indigenous people and was like, wow, that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna use those same techniques to the people I don't like in Germany.
Yeah, we got really into that in our Himmler series.
Yeah?
And that was kind of how we started off. Because, Nazis definitely used our extermination of indigenous people as their playbook for killing the Jews.
And when you take things out, like when you edit it, do I like Dachau? No. Do I like how the indigenous people were treated? No. But it's just so weird that like that's the only thing that like we just edited it. It's no longer here. But like go look at the monks' quarters. That's perfectly pristine.
Well, yeah.
And when you look at it, you're like, that's a concentration camp.
Yeah.
Well, now, look at it. We're repeating history. They're taking the
Yeah.
books out of the schools. They're making sure we don't learn it. In Germany, they extensively learn about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
They don't celebrate it in any way, but they years of learning about the Holocaust and World War II and what they did wrong so they don't repeat history. Here we are literally repeating history, building camps,
Yeah.
all over Florida and the rest of it. Right now, we're buying buildings from Amazon and turning them into camps. That's where we're at right now. So, but brighter side, that's a hard one.
Yeah, what's the brighter side
But
of the Holocaust, Eddie?
No.
We're not.
Where we are now.
Okay, but there's a difference between a concentration camp, right, where people were being extinguished in gas chambers.
Well, that's-
and what you're talking about.
Well, no, because that's an
Amazon
extermination
buildings.
camp. A concentration camp is what we had, like for the Asians. It's like, and then it's just escalating. Auschwitz was a work camp for years before it turned into an extermination camp. And so it's a slippery slope where I'm saying is like this building may not be an extermination camp now, but it is a concentration camp. And this is how I feel.
Yeah.
And I feel, I don't want to tell you what you're saying is wrong, but I'm
but it
saying
sounded like we were saying Dachau is the same as the building being bought by Amazon.
I think that I am saying that building being bought by Amazon could turn into Dachau.
Okay,
is
but
what
you're
I'm
saying it could turn into it.
Yeah,
You're not saying
Dachau
it
was just a
is.
normal ass building when it first was built.
Right. of
People
course,
lived around
yes.
it and
And
they were like,
Auschwitz is
what's
more a
that
better way to say
smell
that.
coming
Yes.
through? What's going on? Why is there smoke? But there was
Yeah.
there's a whole town of Dachau and they don't want you to, it's weird. They don't want really you to go they don't advertise for you to go to the camp because they don't want me as a tourist being like,
Yes, of course.
right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my favorite website back in the day. I don't know if it still exists. I'll look right now.
Rotten.com?
Hot girls at the 9/11
Oh
memorial.
my God. 9/11 happened on a Tuesday.
Really?
Last Good Monday.
Last
Good
Good
Monday,
Monday.
9/10/2001. Everyone had a wonderful Monday.
Okay, you guys want some? I'm going to give you a bunch of Monday facts real quick, and then
Okay.
you tell me if you want to stop and talk about one in particular.
Also,
okay?
I can't wait to see what that chapter was just named. Dachau? Question Question mark?
Stackhouse/Amazon. Okay.
Wait, first we have to figure out how to spell it.
People,
DCHAU?
people sleep less before Monday. We know that. Mondays.
Really? I feel like Sunday's the day of rest.
Nah, because people are nervous.
tense.
And it takes them longer. It takes you longer to fall asleep on a Sunday night.
It's like how I can't fall asleep before like a trip.
Exactly.
I get all excited, and then I can't go to sleep that night, even though I know I have to because I'm getting up at 4 a.m.
Right, exactly. Monday is relatively quiet for shopping. In general,
Not
there's
online shopping.
not
though.
online
But what
shopping,
about
but
Cyber
foot
Monday?
traffic.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
foot traffic is sharply decreased on Mondays, and Monday is the most popular gym day of the week.
I could see that, just like how
Getting back
spring's
into
the
it.
most pop in the
Yeah.
beginning of the year.
People want a fresh start.
You're gearing up. I understand why people don't like Monday because you're starting off, you're doing a thing, but I feel like it's very easy to just take Monday and for that same reason you don't like it, you like it.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm organizing, I'm looking towards the future, I'm making sure I'm making future Eddie happier by working hard today. And
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to look at Mondays, especially if you have to go to work.
I made
It's like,
a
how do I
plan.
make my Friday nice?
Yes.
I
made a plan for the week of like the days I go to the gym because there's like things I want to accomplish this week. And I usually do it on a Sunday night or Monday morning early. Like, what do I get done? When do I go in to record? When do I go into the gym? When do I go in and do open mics? When do I write?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so I'm not like, it's not like a Thursday and I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do?
Yeah.
God, how many weeks have gotten away from us over the years?
But
So
we're
many.
human. We're
Yeah.
human. There was like me last week. I was just like, so, I was like asking anybody to like help host the show
Yeah.
on a Friday. I was just so exhausted.
Yeah, exactly.
That happens. We're not robots.
No,
we're
for
not.
sure.
We're definitely not. And you know what? We'd be remiss not. Can I skip to another chapter?
You do whatever the hell you want.
Whatever you want, Ashley.
We'd be remiss not to discuss the fact that the world is divided between does the week start on Monday or does it start on Sunday?
Yeah, because you look at a calendar, week starts on Sunday.
That's right.
Really?
Think
Yeah.
about a calendar.
Yeah, but then other calendars I see start on Mondays.
Yes,
Like
some
when I'm buying
calendars do.
concert tickets, I notice that stuff sometimes.
Yes.
Like some businesses choose that they're god of the calendar
Yeah.
and put Monday first.
It's true. I love Japanese planners like Hobonichi's, Midori, Travelers. They all start on a Monday.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
So what do you think? I feel like the week starts on a Monday, but when I see a calendar with the week starting on a Monday, I go, what the fuck is wrong with this calendar?
I get mad. I like it on the weekend, personally. I like it starting on a Sunday.
Me too.
I like if I'm going to respect my weekend, I like it closing out and starting something off. And one thing I've noticed being on tour a lot, Adam can second me on this one. When we did our big Florida tour, what I did was I built in a day off before we started. Like kind of like to collect our thoughts.
That's important.
It was a week-long trip. I did 5 shows in 4 days. And I was like, well, if we take the first day off, we can like decompress, organize all of our stuff, have a nice meal, spend some time with each other, just kind of like talk about what we're about to do, and then go off into it.
It's like having a good meal before the fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're studying all that stuff. I think it's something we could
Yeah.
do for our Mondays is have it off, but not completely off.
Right.
Yeah,
Kind of ease ourselves
Start
into
at
the
noon.
week.
which I guess is what I'm kind of doing now.
Yeah, sounds like you are.
Yeah, because I
That
just
sounds
have
good.
that one meeting and then a couple, and I do a lot of research, because that's not hard work. It's
Yeah.
just filling my brain with knowledge, which, I mean, we all could use that.
Absolutely. And you know what? I kind of do that with like my year. Like I feel like everybody has this pressure to make their resolutions on New Year's Day, right? Like January 1st.
Yeah.
I like to take January to think about what I want my year to look like.
Yes.
And then I really settle in by the end of the month. And that's what I want my Monday to be.
I can't stand January.
You don't like January?
I
Not a
don't
good
like-
month for
Your
you?
least favorite month?
My least favorite month.
Wow.
I've gotten the most tragedy in my life in January, and then numbers wise, and then also it's cold. Everyone's just got done partying for a while, because Christmas and New Year's is so exciting.
Yeah.
and then you got to go back to work, and you're starting all over. You got to learn how to put a new number when you're dating things. It's aggravating. January blows.
It blows. It's meant to you're supposed to be hibernating.
That's what I was going to say. I like January because I feel like I'm hidden.
You're
like
hidden.
there's no more. It's time to just rest and just recalibrate, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But there is like a come down for sure because December is like a fucking party bus.
Yeah.
December is so fun.
Yes. Oh, it is a party. Bus.
It's a party bus. And then so January is just like like sleeping in with a hangover, kind of.
I like in April.
Oh, my least favorite.
April's your least favorite.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it is the end of March Madness, right? So
Okay.
I've just had like so much
You're a
fun
big
watching
basketball
basketball.
person. Yeah.
And now the NBA finals are like a couple months away. So
Yeah.
I've got to wait for that. So I'm kind of in a lull. And then it's like, it's
But
not.
the playoffs are going.
The playoffs are going, but it's like not close enough to like there. It's still. It feels like a waiting period.
What
Like
about
I've
Easter?
never been a big fan.
Really? I don't like Easter either.
Yeah, not for me.
I
That's
don't
where
like-
Christ hid all the bunny eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
I-
Up his goddamn ass.
yeah, what's up with that?
They were shoving him up
Yeah.
when he was on the cross. No one talks about that.
And that's why we hate it.
Put on your ears, lay the eggs, Peter Cotton.
Yeah, I've
My
never given a
name's
shit.
Jesus.
Watch that in 4D, 4DX.
Oh, the smells.
You know, the Passion. They're making a prequel and a sequel.
No.
Oh yeah, Mel Gibson.
Oh my God, that
Yep,
movie. I
it's
hate
happening.
that movie.
It's really
Oh
bad.
my
hate it.
gosh, I had a crush on a guy in college. His name was John.
Jim Caviezel.
And I was rebelling at the time, so I was talking to Christians. I was rebelling against my family,
Mm-hmm.
classically anti-religious family. So I was like kind of flirting with some Christian guys, like,
Yeah.
well, what's up with you? You know?
I did the same
And-
thing with Jewish girls.
Yeah, just like, what's up? Like, this is you. You're interesting and different. And so I really wanted him to watch The Last Temptation of Christ, an incredible movie,
Phenomenal
one
film.
of my faves.
It's hard to find. The Catholic Church tried to bury it.
Oh my God, I didn't
Really?
know that.
Yeah.
Is that the one where there was like a lady who's like, Jesus,
Yes,
look at my big
it's very
mommy
sexy.
milkers.
Yes.
You know, there's lots of because Jesus sees his whole life go behind it. It was Martin Scorsese and
Willem
Willem
Dafoe.
Dafoe.
I want to see this.
It's amazing. It's the humanization of Jesus. Jesus as a human, like
I wanna
Jesus
see this.
with doubts. It's beautiful.
Adam, do you have The Last Temptation of Christ on DVD? All right, he's got
nice.
everything.
Oh my God.
So this guy, John, he was like, fine, I'll watch The Last Temptation of Christ, but you have to watch The Passion of Christ. And I was
Ugh.
like, okay, fine, let's do it. We'll have a double feature and then we'll make out. And that's what I thought was going to happen.
It's too much
And
Jesus for
it was
making out.
Too much
That's like 6
Jesus.
hours of Jesus.
Yeah, it was so much Jesus. And at the end of it, I was like, that was gross. We just watched a guy get tortured for 2 hours. And he was like, yeah, he did that for you. And I was like, are we going to make out? And he was like, nah. And I'm like, I'm going home. And that's why I hate that movie.
Did he not watch Passion?
No, we started with Passion and he was like, yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is a folly. Jesus shouldn't be portrayed this way. And then we watched.
You started with Last Temptation.
No, we started with Last Temptation. Thank you. And then we watched Passion. And when we watched Passion, I said, this is just a man being tortured for 2 hours. And he was like, yes, he did that for you. Like, you're seeing the sacrifice. And I was like, no, I'm seeing a Hollywood movie where like a guy is just like bleeding and getting beaten.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe that's why a lot of like Christians love the punishment thing. Like there's a lot of people in my
Obsessed.
family, they're obsessed with punishment. Is she
Yeah.
punished enough? She hasn't been punished enough. I say when they're punished enough. And it's from that.
Ugh.
And like they want to see him hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, Catholics in general are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you do the drink the blood, you eat the flesh.
Whoa.
Like it's very
Oh my
cannibalistic.
God. But
Like
it's
it's weird.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought the whole point of Christianity is that God was like, hey, I'm a God and these are my creations. What if I put a part of me down there that lived as a human so they could like get the human experience? So when people pray to me and they say, I'm having a really bad day, I'm not going to say, get over it. I have a little bit of an understanding.
Yeah.
So he should have an understanding of what seduction feels like, of what drugs feel
You're
like.
gonna love Last Temptation.
That's like
of
what-
Christ.
Love Last
To me, that
Temptation.
sounds more
Yeah.
Christian
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
just some guy getting brutally murdered for hours.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, he's a human being. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
he's-
God did create. If you want to believe in all of the Jesus stuff, God created a human being.
He created mommy milkers.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
created my wet pussy.
Yeah. And so it's like he's a human being. He makes mistakes. Jesus makes plenty of mistakes in the Bible.
Yeah.
And people like to forget about that, and then, he's got a girlfriend. Everyone knows Mary Magdalene exists, and then they all call her a whore, and it's just like, whoa, like there's other jobs for women back then, and it's just like, come on.
Doing the best she can.
She's doing the best she can. And also, I hear that she was supposed to take on Jesus's teachings, but early Christians, early monks that were writing the Bible decided, no, we'll just like defame her by calling her. I don't think prostitution's bad or you should be taken down a notch, but if you do it at all. But at that time they did. So they thought, oh, we'll just take her down a notch and just call her a prostitute.
I think we could live in a world where women don't have to do that. I think that would be a better place for everyone. But just because someone does that doesn't mean you should look down on them. You should look down on the person who's selling them.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know why pimp is a compliment sometimes.
Disgusting.
It's a really horrible thing for someone to be.
Andrew Tate keeps getting off, and like, he just got arrested, thank God. But like these kind of guys, and like Conor McGregor, they're just like, he's not a pimp, he's just a rapist.
Yes.
But they're just like, oh, he's the GOAT. They still bet on him on matches. I'm like, why are we spending money on this old rapist or this old pimp?
Well,
why do we idolize these horrible predators? Is it because you like the beating of Jesus over and over again?
And it's also about the control and conquering of women, which is the same sort of attitude we have towards Mondays, okay?
Yes.
The control and conquer. Control and conquer Monday. Conquer Monday with my energy drink. You can own Monday. It also, when you think about it, there's also like the nature aspect as well, because Christianity is always trying to control the natural world. I mean, isn't that what Adam and Eve were put on the earth to do, is to have dominion over the land, this idea that they should dominate the land. They should dominate nature. There's something so gross about that, this instinct to control. And that is, I think, when you talk about like pimps being disgusting, you're so right. Like, how dare popular culture use that as a compliment? You know? Like, it's disgusting.
It's the worst thing a person could be.
Yeah, there's like songs
it's a slave
about
owner.
it.
You're just a different type of slave owner.
You're a slave owner.
And we're like proud of them. And most of the time, the people that they choose as their slaves are underage women.
Right.
And so it's very, it's
defenseless,
exactly what's happening.
Desperate.
And then it's like, and they, and then they do the horrible thing where they, they'll beat you and then they'll soothe you. And so they do the thing that Trump does. He makes a huge fucking mistake and then he fixes it. And he's like, look, I fixed the mistake. It's like, you made the mistake. It's like, so it's what a pimp does.
And people forget a lot of these girls, like human trafficking, it's less likely to have someone in a van come and pull you off in the van. It's usually someone that's like, oh, you're 13. Hey, I'm a family friend. Yeah. You're a 13-year-old girl and your parents aren't around. That's a bummer. How about you come over to my pool party? Yeah. I'll get you a bikini. Don't worry. You don't have to pay me. We'll just settle up something else.
Preying on desperate people is the worst thing anyone could do.
Yeah.
And I see it everywhere. And honestly, you could point at anything in this room and I'd be like, that's how they prey on desperate people, and it's just like, and it's just
the fake potted plants.
You can't afford or take care of a real one. So you got to buy this and it's filled with plastic and it's bad for the environment when we should just be growing trees and living with fucking life. But it also makes the room look nice. And so like, and it's maybe I'm not home enough to take care of it. Right. There is no sunlight in here, but we want a plant to make the set look nice. So there's good and there's bad of everything. I think that you can stay negative all the time, or you can acknowledge the negative and then choose to be positive and do what you can to change it.
And it's also important to remember it's so much easier to focus on the negative.
Yes.
You know what? Like, that's almost our default, like as humans, is to see what's wrong and to think about that and ruminate on it. It's for some reason much more difficult to reframe things in a positive light. And that is an active choice.
Yeah. Think of like popular culture, like Yahoo News or like People Magazine. Mm-hmm. What articles are people more likely to click on? Why this person is disgraced or why this person's doing well? It's always going to be that child star is a drug addict now.
Right. Absolutely.
Everyone wants to see fall from grace.
Yeah.
They don't want to see success.
They want to see the beatings.
They want to feel like they're better than people.
This goes back to the Bible because it's easier to destroy than to build, right?
Correct.
And so that is like a lesson that's taught over and over again in the Bible, is that it's easier to destroy than to build. And that is an impulse we must fight within ourselves. We have to be builders.
And you know where the Bible got that from? The fucking Odyssey.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
So the glass can't always be half full. What's something with Mondays that's good? I mean, we said it's
Hiroshima was on a Monday.
Oh, great. Yes. It starts your week off and you get to start, clear-headed. How do I want this to go?
You're saying like Monday is about re-examining what you want, who you are, and how you're going to tackle the week. Okay,
that's it.
And that's a power that you get to have. What a privilege!
You get to have this power.
You get to have that power. Exercise that power.
Yeah.
I think today I learned that Mondays for me are a day of knowledge and a day of growth.
That's right.
Because you research.
Yeah, because I research. I listen to a lot of music. I watch a lot of movies because I use my movies as research sometimes. And so I read more on Mondays. I catch up with the news. I organize myself. And so I feel like every Monday I get a little wiser.
That's great. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Every Monday, I do sleep in till about 10 o'clock on Mondays.
That's nice.
I sleep.
Yeah.
Mondays it's like for a little bit of rest, and I usually write with Natalie on a Monday. So again, it's for knowledge and a little bit of rest.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go forward taking Mondays to celebrate the feminine a little bit, just
There you
moving forward, knowing now that it's named after a female goddess, a woman. So I'm going to go for that.
Well, let me tell you how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Oh, please, Eddie Larson. Well, this is fun. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, no.
What else horrible happened on a Monday? Hiroshima.
Let's see. We got Hiroshima. We got Black Monday. Titanic.
Oh, yeah, the Titanic.
Titanic was
I
on a
saw
Monday.
that.
Technically
I
a
saw
Monday,
that.
probably a Sunday.
Yeah.
But it was
They
at
all
night.
died Monday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Also, we know that the Jesuits took out the Titanic. We don't need to get into it now.
Oh, so they can create a one world government.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Federal Reserve, all the guys that oppose the Federal Reserve were on the Titanic.
There we go.
Katrina hit land on a Monday.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Katrina hit land on a Monday.
That's a bad one.
It's a bad one. Chernobyl, Saturday.
Saturday?
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
A Russian Monday.
Yeah.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much for sitting around and talking to me about Mondays. I feel like I learned a lot. I came in here thinking this was going to be like a throwaway, learn nothing type of episode, and it wasn't. I felt like I feel better about Mondays now after
Good.
this, and I hope you all do too. Make sure you tune into the brighter side every Monday. That's right. God damn it. We're gone Mondays now. No more Fridays. So you're going to have to wait 7 days till today. But here's the brighter side of that. You got an extra episode within just a couple of days because it came out on Friday and now it's Monday and you got another episode. So enjoy yourself. Let's help us make your week a little more brighter, a little more wiser, and a little more relaxed. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies. I'm Ed Larson, Amber Nelson, Ashley Brooke Roberts. You can check us out on socials. I'm at Eddie Tunes. There's also at The Brighter Side LPN, at Amber Smelson, at Ashley_Brooke_Roberts on
Nailed it.
Instagram. Make sure you go check that out. It's also underneath us sometimes. You never know. You can do it during the show, but I like to talk about it at the end. I got a show coming up I want everyone to come to on August 16th. Ashley's going to be opening for me over at Dynasty Typewriter. It's Dead Men Tell Some Tales. It's with my Dark Disney History show, and I figured why not have my most Disney expert comedian friend open for us, and it's going to be over at Dynasty Typewriter on D23 weekend. It's my way of telling them to go fucking screw. You go screw, you got your big celebration. I'm going to come here and tell you why your fucking place sucks. And so we're coming out. Henry's going to be part of the show too. It's going to be a fucking blast. I can't wait for it. Get your tickets now. There's also going to be a live stream. So make sure you check out the live stream. If you want to check out the show and you don't live in Hollywood, I understand. You don't need to come out for it. There's only 200 seats in the theater anyway. So check out the live stream. You're going to love it. All that information is available on eddytunes.com, along with all my other shows that I got going on. You can check me out in Denver, and I'm going to be in Rochester, and I'm going to be in Milwaukee, and a bunch of other cool spots. And so I'm very excited. I'm trying to hit the road as much as possible. How's the Patreon going?
Amber Smelson for $1. You can listen to my stand-up. I'm working on an hour. I should be doing a show in a few months. Haven't booked a venue yet. But Patreon, it's good. It's going great.
Oh, yeah. I also got Patreon. You can go check me out on Eddie Tunes. The free members, I mean, honestly, you know, That's the way to go over there. I give away almost everything for free. And I have a $5 tier that I'm actually, might as well announce it now, taking it down to $1, just so more people can enjoy the stuff as it comes out. But most of it is given to you for free anyway. I just figure it's a great place for people who really like what I do to go check out and see what's going on in my life. Keep posted on what the hell I'm doing. It's fucking a lot of work over here. How's the YouTube page?
It's going well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I owe a video. I'm going to put it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you're hearing this today, it just got put up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. And what's it? Just Ashley Brooke
Ashley
Roberts?
Brooke Roberts.
Is there underscores in there?
No, not a one.
Just not a one?
Not one single underscore.
YouTube.com / at Ashley Brooke Roberts. YouTube.com / at The Brighter Side LPN. If you're listening to this on Spotify, go over to YouTube. Press the subscribe. You know you want it. If you like it there, you're going to like it at the other spot too. Come look at us. The girls look nice. They do their makeup. I look like shit.
No, you're great.
Thank
You
you.
look
I'm not
good.
searching for comments. But but I
Your eyes are blue. Look at his. Can we do a zoom in on his blue eyes?
are they blue? They're usually green. Sometimes I've heard they change.
They're hazel.
They're a little, I see
Are they a
green.
little bluer?
I see greenish blue, a gray green blue.
My driver's license says green.
It kind of matches your shirt, but
Oh,
like
is that
with
what's
a
happening?
bluish. No, the undershirt. Do you see that?
this? The
What
gray.
do you think? The undershirt? Yeah.
It does match that.
Right?
And it changes sometimes.
That's
See,
cool.
we're all beautiful in our own ways.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining the brighter side on a Monday. Who would have known?